Hey, shalom, shalom, call halal, Yahba, Shem, Yahshua, Shem, Kakadash. Man, just want to touch on a few things. Well, really, Trump, man, well, it's really, it's a show, when you want to know, when you the elites of of the Lord, because it's two elites, right? So you're on the left-hand side, you got the elites, the enlightened ones, right? The illuminated ones on the left-hand side through Satan, which knows the truth, and they doing the bidding on the law on the left-hand side. So you got the elites on the right-hand side, which is the men of the Lord that he's enlightened with the truth and to know the truth on the right-hand side. So when you're an elite and enlightened, it's all a show. You're just sitting back and watching. But, we read between the lines because we know the prophecies, what's happening. But Trump, this puppet, which really he is, he a puppet. You know what I mean? Hey, man, he getting things popping, though. This shit is funny to me. I was laughing my fucking ass off. You know what I mean? I just had watched one of, Ram video with the brother. He did a collab with the brother Oheen. And, they bring it out different things, different YouTubers bringing out different things. And, yeah, but Trump, one thing he doing is a mass deportation. And guess what? And a lot of people is, getting upset because, you got a taste of Babylon, especially, fuck the other nations, but mainly you northern tribes, you came here, they was teasing Judah, saying, you lazy, no more money for you, you lazy. When they was able to get, under Kamala, her administration and Biden, really the Biden administration, right? So, but now Trump getting you out of here, but after you had a taste of the so-called American dream, soon as you thought you was going somewhere, and that's Isaiah 30, where Egypt shall be your confusion. You know what I mean? So now what? It's a mass deportation of you tribes getting rounded up. And I even heard him say something of if you lead to any illegal getting arrested, it's like $1,000 reward. So, and that's gonna have people, eager, and a lot of them rewards, you don't never get them. It'll be bullshit a lot of times, but that's going, it's hard times now. People ain't got money like that. So, that's going to have people like ratting people out a lot. And, a lot of people was envy of Judah because Judah is, we all Israelites, as far as the tribes, but Judah was like born here. As far as dragged here from captivity. We wasn't we didn't willingly come here. But it's all bullshit and nonsense anyway because, Issachar, who they call the Mexicans, this they land. California, 5 states of America was part of Mexico. I think it's California, Texas, New Mexico, Nevada, and Arizona. That was all once part of Mexico. But that was, that was taken from them. I think the Battle of Santa Ana and all of that was taken from them. They was pushed further down, south. So if anything, Esau, y'all the real illegals, but it's all smoking games, and really, imagine when that CHIP come, that MOTB. See, they doing this as far as the illegals, but when they push that MOTB onto the people, that you could imagine even broader scale. Or, they could say, yo, you got a taste of the American dream, you got kicked out, we wanted to let all of y'all back in if you're willing to take the CHIP. You know what I mean? So, and that'd be a perfect setup. So, see, this devil wise. They said they're wiser than Daniel. You know what I mean? You think Jake is wiser to do evil. Esau's on a whole nother level with his diabolical plans and his schemes, So you got all these people being deported, and that's going to what? See, all these, niggas is, I hate to join the bandwagon, but, Judah, Jake, being in America, niggas is lazy. You know what I mean? So, especially the younger people, they ain't trying to work, do no jobs and shit, especially no job like Papa John's and these different jobs out here. They like, fuck that. You know what I mean? They grew up under the computers and shit like that. They don't have no real work ethic. So, and the whole work system, that's saying the working man's a sucker. You know what I mean? Which is true. You know what I mean? But I don't want to really get in a full breakdown of that. That's another video. And, that's why a lot of dudes from the hood, I understand the drug dealers, why they don't want to do the whole school thing is bullshit. The whole working the job, bullshit job, all that's bullshit. So the drug dealers be like, man, we just trying to beat the system, which I understand, I'm not justifying what they doing, but, I understand their mentality, because it's all bullshit. So they figure like, yo, the whole tax thing and all that. So they figure like, yo, I'm going to just try to climb my way up, another type way. Which is off because, it's witchcraft, dealing with drugs. But people, like, these stores going to belly the fuck up because when you check out, like, Domino's and then Trump was saying, too, he was like, even if both of your parents, even if you're born in America, but both of your parents is not from America, your ass getting deported. You know what I mean? So if both of your parents is like not from here, your ass gonna straight up get deported. You know what I mean? So, what people gonna probably start doing is they gonna probably try to get you to marry them in. You know what I mean? And who's really gonna really up to do that? But you taking a high risk doing some shit like that. Your ass fuck around and get bagged. You know what I mean? But they probably be like, yo, I'll give you, 10,000, 20,000, you know what I mean, to marry me in. Which ain't shit. Shit. I ain't doing nothing like that. But if I was to, you ain't about to give me no fucking $20,000. You about to give me like a honey bun or fucking more. You know what I mean? But, people thirsty or whatever, they gonna be trying to try to stay in, because it's funny though, like, it's no fucking reason that you gotta travel way from like Africa, fucking 8,000 miles away from South Africa somewhere, to come to a country just to work to take care of your fucking family. And you think who the fuck does that? You know what I mean? Like Earth, like the planet, like you should have enough resources to wherever you at for you to set up there and do your thing there. If you're a healthy, able, working body, you should be able to do your thing like wherever the fuck you at. Hold it down. But these countries got fucked up. See, Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, you know what I mean? Salakia. Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, became the glory of kingdoms, as the scriptures say, the glory of kingdoms. I think that's Isaiah 13. Became the glory of kingdoms through, messing these other countries up. I think it's called it's a good book called Economic Hitman, showing you how they destroy these countries, man. Especially when they don't want to comply. So they control the resources. So like Venezuela is bubbling with oil. That's like the Iran of the East. Of the West. Iran is in the East. So that's like Iran of the West. It's bubbling full of oil. But they got them on lock. Shut down, destroy their country. Why the fuck Venezuelans trying to come over here and their country got all that oil? Oil is looked at as black gold, liquid black gold, they call it. You know? Look at Africa, all the minerals and diamonds in there, but they don't control that shit. They poor as hell. They call Ghana and all that the Gold Coast. But you got what? Moab up in there taking their shit and all of that. The British took most of the gold up out of there. But you still got mines and undiscovered shit, lands that people own with gold up under it and all that. So the reason these other nations is coming here is because their lands has been destroyed. The same thing with like that had you on a lower scale. Why niggas move out of their hood? The shit you know what I mean, caught fire. You know what I mean? Like, yo, why I moved over here, my parents died, my house caught on fire type shit. You know? And you go over to move somewhere else, move across town or whatever, this and that, or they shut your project down and you gotta pack your shit and move. So, you know, these other countries, you know, people, you know, the West have destroyed these countries so fucking much to where, and they beautiful countries. It's just that resources is diminished. You know, it's not enough to go around, and that forced everybody to run into Babylon. And as you run over here, you're going to get fucked up from the ideology. Your kids going to be fucked up. And then the promises you thought that was here is not here. It's still not enough to go around. But you think you could like work and climb your way up to the top, but it's all smoke and mirrors. You know? And some people might do it. You know what I mean? Some people might, you know, get a little break, this and that, you know. But that's, you know, that's the mentality here. So a lot of people just leaving, going back home, going back to where they at. Because this devil Trump, man, he's on a rampage. It's like, what, fucking, he came, what's the 20th, what's today, the 2nd? So it's only like 2 weeks since he been in office. Passed mad executive orders, you know what I mean? And he got that mass deportation popping off. And who gonna run these stores? When you run into Domino's, there ain't nothing but Hamites in there. Papa John's and these fucking Wendy's and shit. Jake ain't really working like, and that's the goal of the elites anyway. They want these shits to belly up anyway. So once you deport too many of them, or they just decide to leave, like who gonna work these stores already closing down? You know what I mean? Especially out here. I don't know where y'all at, but out here, like mad stores closing down. I asked one dude, like, yo, what's up? How come all these? I went in CVS to get some headphones. They like just on earbuds. I'm like, yo, they was shutting down. They ain't had shit in there. I'm like, yo, I'm like, what's up with all y'all stores closed? He like, man, it's because it's stealing, which is bullshit. You know what I mean? So a lot of stores bellying up anyway. The ones that is staying afloat is due to like cheap labor and due to you know what I mean, the migrants coming over here working, keeping like certain shit afloat. But however, you know, without them like working these jobs, because people, you know, like got hit to like internet, making money on the internet, stocks and bonds, Robinhood app, sports betting, and all these different things, Uber and Lyft. So where you like, man, fuck a job. You know what I mean? And that's what they want anyway, because they need all this shit to belly up, to shut shit down and raise things back up under the New World Order anyway. So this is the plan of the elites anyway when you look at it. You know what I mean? So, but Trump got these dudes on a rampage, locking people up, deporting them, people crying. You know what I mean? They grabbed one dude up. He act like he is about to get sent to death, then to go back to his home, his original homeland country or whatever. You know? So, hey man, it is what it is. But, you know, hey, people say he gonna get assassinated or whatever, this and that, but man, you got 4 more years of this dude. This dude been in office like 2 weeks. So you got 4 more years of this dude. Hey, yo, you got 4 more years. You know, this motherfucker, This motherfucker gonna be, hey, he gonna put this motherfucker on Mount Rushmore with the rest of them motherfucking devils, man. Shit, he on a whole motherfucking on another fucking level. You know what I mean? So this is just the start of it. It's the goal to elites to shift things in different directions so they can set bigger things and bigger plans up. And that's really, really all it is. So, you know, just a couple thoughts on that. You know, but yeah, man, people thought that they was born here. You know, they came here and had babies here, that they babies is Americans. Nah. Like, if your mother and father from another country, like, your ass an illegal. That's how they putting it. That's how they looking at it, you know. And you know, they were saying like the 14th Amendment was really based on so-called, that's where they get that term FBA from, so Foundational Black American, which was generated through the elites to separate, you know, Judah that was brought here as slaves from other blacks. You know what I mean? So, man, they on a rampage, running IDs, doing all that shit, straight up locking your ass up, shipping you up out of here. You know, so, and people, you know, they thought like, you know, they was doing good or had a start. Because imagine, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them heathens, they be working their ass off. They work fucking hard, man. So, with they work ethic, you know, with them being here for like, I don't know, you know, 3-4 years or whatever, you know, in their mind, they're like, yeah, shit good. I'm sending money back home. You know what I mean? My family good back home. You know what I mean? I got them living up in here. You know what I mean? I pay like $150 a month for their rent. They good. You know what I mean? Food, all that shit covered. They over here in Malawi or this whatever part of the world, you know what I mean, they from. But, or they might come here and have a child here, but the child you had, both of your parents wasn't from here. They was born somewhere else. That kid ain't an American. So only way kind of like if you married like in an American and had a kid by an American for American, and you know, on that tip. So a lot of times, a lot of them trying to run towards Judah that was slaves here and saying, help us, like, you know what I mean? In a sense, like, but niggas can't fucking help you. And on top of that, y'all was teasing, like, niggas saying we was lazy and all this shit. Niggas is lazy, but you gotta also count, like, Judah that's here in the West, in America, is mentally exhausted. You know, we had Black Belt, Black Wall Street, all that shit was burned down. A lot of things we tried to do was destroyed. So, motherfucker just give up. Because the system is like, he see the shit is rigged against him. That shit kind of, and then a lot of them go into depression. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Knowing that this world not for us. Knowing, like, feeling kind of trapped here. That Pac shit. I feel trapped. You know what I mean? Feeling trapped here. Not really knowing what to do. Now, what's next? Tell me what the fuck am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? So that killed their whole drive. They seen their homeboys killed, murdered, gang violence and shit like that. Not saying the countries they from don't have its problems neither, but like, they don't count that when they call Judah lazy and all that shit. You know what I mean? And guess what? You have kids here long enough, them motherfuckers gonna be corrupted too. It's called Americanization or Westernization. You know? But, hey, man, I went on long enough. But, hey, man, keep your eyes on the prize, man. Prophecy rolling. Shit is going to get thick, man, out here. And they trying to put the tribes against each other, Issachar and Judah and all that shit. So, fucking class wars, race wars, and all that break out, man. So, hey, man, it is what it is, though. Shalakia. It is what it is. You know, I'm about to just relax. Brother's about to get a study going in like another hour. I think the brother breaking down 2nd Ezra 11th chapter or something. But, hey, man, y'all brothers stay up, hold it down in the spirit. Oh, the Purim spinning around. I think it come in like sometime this week. But we going to hold it on the weekend. So happy Purim Ashar Paryam to the Akim and the Akwaf out there that believe in sincerity and truth. You know, so, hey, and then, of course, right after the Purim is Passover, a lot of judgment be going down around the time of the Passover. So keep the prayers up, you know, stay in pocket with your Yahweh Shem and Shah with that. Shalom.